Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing today? This is day 16 of Live in Grace, Walk in Love by Bob Goff. Day 16, chapter 16 says, when we say we're waiting on God, we're probably just stalling. 1 Corinthians chapter 11 verse 1 says, follow my example as I follow the example of Christ. Sometimes when someone says they're waiting on God, really, they're just stalling. We're all prone to that more often than we'd like to admit. It can happen when there's a big decision before us and our gut has already given us an answer. Instead of making moves, we make lists. It can happen when the Bible gives a command, but we rationalize why we should wait. We say we're waiting on God, but this isn't what's happening. We'll pray more often and go on retreats to listen closely for God's voice. We'll talk it over with friends and Google our options into the late night. Maybe we'll give it a rest to see if the thing we know we need to do eventually resurfaces, telling ourselves, then I'll know it was from God. But when we say we're waiting on God, He's often waiting on us. In the life of Jesus, we get an example of how we're to live in the world. We know we're here to welcome people who look like strangers. We're here to offer places in our homes for those with nowhere to go. We're here to be friends with the lonely, the ones who were told they weren't worthy of love. The Bible is constantly talking about care for widows and orphans, the most vulnerable in society. You don't need another Bible study about the will of God. Perhaps you need to decide you will simply do something. If we're waiting on God to find whether or not we should live a little more like Jesus, don't waste any more time. The answer is yes. We don't find many answers tied to the dock. We find them when we go all in on love. If you're feeling stuck, don't create a safe harbor by saying you're still waiting for God. Cast off the lines. Point your boat towards the open seas and set sail. There's a good chance God's waiting on you to make the next move. Question we asked for you to sit with for 3 minutes at the end of the chapter says, what message have you been waiting to hear that you need to act on instead of waiting longer? Don't wait. Act. Now. Now is a chance, not tomorrow. Are you waiting for the perfect time? Don't. Time is now. Don't walk, run to God. Stay blessed, y'all.